Today I want to show you how to attract the right man. Who is the right man? That's actually the first question that I want to ask you. Who is the right man for you? Think about this really carefully before you think about attracting the right man. Because if you have the wrong idea of the right man for you, then you will attract the wrong man. It's really that simple. But a lot of women don't think about that. They just think about, okay, he has to be wealthy, he has to be tall and good looking. And that's great. You deserve a man who's good looking. You deserve an amazing guy, don't get me wrong. The problem with this approach is just that you forget about all the values, the ideals, the beliefs that this man has. It's the same for men when a man says, hey, I just want to have a woman who is beautiful and who has blonde hair. And then I say, yeah, great, but if you want to attract a relationship, what kind of values does she have? And you should ask yourself the same question. What does this guy believe in? What kind of lifestyle does he live? What kind of values does he have? What religious beliefs does he have? What spiritual beliefs does he have? Does he want to get married? Does he not want to get married? I mean, do you want to get married or do you not want to get married? Do you want to have children? Does he want to have children? Think about all these aspects and write them down before you think about attracting the right guy. Because once you know who the right guy is, then you can easily attract him, because on the first date you can already filter out, okay, this guy is not right for me. This guy, hey, yeah, he might be right for me. I should pursue him. And this makes the whole process so much easier. But now I want you to realize something for which you might or might not hate me. Yes, you will probably hate me for it, but I want to say it because I want to help you. I really, really want to help you. And this is something that's holding so many of my coaching clients back. Realize that the right man is not the perfect man. This is really important because I recently watched a very interesting video that's called Why Women Have Totally Unrealistic Standards for Men Dating and Marriage. And no, this video was not done by a man. This video was done by Rebecca Lynn Pope, who is a female matchmaker. Or let's better say she was a female matchmaker. And she stopped matching women because whenever she found an amazing guy that she presented to her female clients, they didn't want him because they had these completely unrealistic expectations. And that's something that's holding so many of my female coaching clients back. And I know you might get angry at me for saying this, but keep in mind that I say this because I love you and because I want to help you. I really, really want to help you. And think about this idea that just because a man is a millionaire doesn't mean that he's the right man for you. Really think about what values he has, what beliefs he has. Are we compatible? Do we want the same things in life? Do we have the same goals? These things are so much more important. And what if you have the feeling that the guy that you meet is the right man? How can you attract him? You can attract him by confronting him on the first date. You have to filter out the F-boys, the players, and the men who don't want the same thing. So don't be afraid to say what you want. Let him know that you want a relationship. In fact, let him know that you're only looking for a relationship and that you have no interest whatsoever in a hookup. In case that's what you want, then tell him. And what if he reacts in a defensive way? What if he doesn't call you again? Good, perfect. Then he's not the right guy for you. Then you just saved yourself so much time by not dating him, by not getting hurt by him, and by not falling for a guy who's not the right guy for you. And then please don't play games with him, because the right man doesn't want to play games. This is something that I can guarantee you. Every high quality man that I know, the kind of guy that you want to date, they don't like to play games. Who likes to play games? Insecure men. And then you play games and they play games, and then you run into the problem that the relationship that you form, if you form a relationship, is built on a foundation of lies and games. And this is not a good basis for a healthy relationship. Instead, be 100% honest and be yourself. And what if he's not accepting that? Well, again, then he's not the right man, and that's great that you found that out. Because playing games is a mistake. But there are even bigger mistakes that women make on a regular basis that make even the best man, the kind of man who would be right for you, pull away. But you can avoid this from happening. You just have to check out the link in the description. And then I want you to share your opinion and don't hold back. No matter if it's politics, if it's economy, if it's religion, if it's having children or not having children, whatever it might be, share your opinion and don't hold back. don't be nice to please him. That's the worst mistake you can make. Because again, you are here because you want to attract the right man and not just any man. So be specific about what you believe and what's important for you. One important aspect to attract the right man that a lot of women actually forget about and that they ignore is to repel the wrong man. And yes, I know it sounds very simple, but that's what it's all about. You want to find out very early on if this guy is compatible with you. And if not, if he doesn't believe in the same things when it comes to religion, when it comes to politics, and especially when it comes to marriage and children, then get rid of him. He's not the right guy for you, and that's okay. For example, I also met women who wanted different things in life, and then I stayed friends with them, but I didn't date them because we want different things, and that's totally okay. But as long as you're honest, then you will find that out early on. But if you try to please him, if you pretend to be someone you're not, then you might attract him, but later on everything will fall apart because he will find out that you are not the person that he got to know on the first or second date. And another tip that I have for you that you might not like is to not keep your options open. Don't do it. Don't do it. And what I mean by that is if you found the right guy, don't date other men. This is so important. And I know you don't want to hear this, but if he finds out, you will lose him. I guarantee you that. And I guarantee you that because I was in this situation. I met this woman who was really amazing. And then, through a friend of hers, I found out that she was seeing another guy at the same time. Apparently, she didn't sleep with this guy. She also didn't kiss him. She was just going on 1 or 2 dates with him. But still, the trust was broken. For me, the trust was broken. And you might be thinking, oh, Sebastian, don't be such a crybaby. Maybe you're thinking this right now. But I can guarantee you that other men, especially high quality men, especially men who are interested in you, they will see it the same way. And if the trust is already broken before the relationship starts, well, that's not a good start for the relationship. And I know this is so tempting because especially nowadays where we have Tinder, where we have all these apps, and where we have this, you could say this obsession with instant gratification. It's so tempting to date other guys and to always look for the next best thing. But if you find a guy where you have the feeling, and I really want you to listen to your gut, where you have this feeling, yes, this is the right guy, then don't push him away just for dating some average guy who you're not really interested in. And tell him how you really feel. I'm talking about the truth and not what he wants to hear. Really tell him how you feel about him, how you feel about the potential relationship, or if you're already in a relationship, how you feel about the relationship, just how you feel about things. And give it time to develop if you're not feeling it 100%. And this brings me to the next point I want to mention. Allow attraction and love to develop. A lot of my female coaching clients live in this Hollywood bubble. They have seen all these romance movies where the woman meets the guy and then boom, the second she sees him, she's in love. That's not real life. It's scientifically proven that the more time you spend with another person, the more feelings you will develop for this person. I mean, yes, there might be love at first sight, but often it's just attraction at first sight. So be careful with that. Be really, really careful that you don't fall into this Hollywood trap that Hollywood wants you to fall into because you've seen so many of these movies. Allow attraction and love to develop. I coached so many women who've been on dates with guys, and then they told me, yeah, he's actually a great guy. I'm also a little bit attracted to him. This could develop into something, but I don't feel like in this movie that I watched. And I'm like, ooh, it's just a movie. It's just a fantasy. It's not real. Real life is different. In real life, attraction and love need to develop. So give it time and then be open and vulnerable. The right guy will appreciate it. I guarantee you that. He will comfort you. He will be there for you. And he will appreciate that you open up. And he will also allow himself to open up and to be vulnerable. And then you can start a relationship that is based on honesty and on honestly sharing your feelings. And that's what a healthy relationship is all about. What about the wrong guy? The wrong guy doesn't want to put up with your emotions. And you don't want to put up with him because remember, one part of attracting the right guy is to repel the wrong guy. But what if you find the right man and you successfully attract him, but then you make one of the 3 deadly mistakes that so many women make with men? Well, then you will lose him. And if you don't want this to happen, you have to check out the link in the description. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.